qualifying session coming up next. We just concluded the Budweiser Modified qualifying. Of dirt racing. Here we go with our first group of Victory Lap Pro Late models coming out on track. It's the number 38B of Billy Hubbard out of Copps Creek, Virginia. Jerry Barker in the 51 out of Bloxham, Virginia. Bud Stinson in the number 37 out of Gladstone, Virginia. Garrett Donald in the 51S out of Matthews, Virginia, followed by William Baker in the 45 out of Sandston, Virginia. Out on track in our first group of Victory Lap Pro Late model hot laps for their qualifying session. Billy Hubbard coming into tonight second in points. Again, just a reminder, Billy Hubbard second in points tonight, 23 points. Separates Billy Hubbard, and then Jeremy Pilkerton is all that separates first and second here tonight. There you see the 51 of Garrett Donald going down the backstretch into turn 3 in the black and white number 51 machine. Followed by the red number 51 of Jerry Barker and the red and black 37 of Bud Stinson as they go through turn number 2. As we watch the beautiful blue 38B of Billy Hubbard slide through 1 and 2, and the 51S of Garrett Donald following suit. Here in qualifying hot laps for Victory Lap Pro Late models. Billy Hubbard has the fastest time so far to beat. That time he just broke that one with a 19.359 for Billy Hubbard. William Baker currently sits second at 19.829, and Jerry Barker sits third with a 19.838. That's your top 3 as of now in the Victory Lap Pro Late model qualifying session. Bud Stinson getting racy there with Jerry Barker going off with 4. And we get the white flag one more time in our first group of Victory Lap Pro Late models. Checker flag waves, and that'll conclude Group 1 of the Victory Lap Pro Late model qualifying hot lap session here at Virginia Motor Speedway. One group down, 2 more to go. Again, I want to remind everybody of the point standings coming into tonight's event. Jeremy Pilkerton, currently the points leader, has a total of 4 wins on the year, 4 top 5s, and 5 top 10s. Billy Hubbard currently sits in second in points, 23 points behind Jeremy Pilkerton. Davis Lipscomb sits in third. Bud Stinson sits in fourth. Curtis Hughes is fifth. Matt Ashworth is sixth. Tyler Detter seventh. Garrett Donald 8th, Chuck Bowie is 9th, and Ray Love Jr. round out your top 10 of point standings here in the Victory Lap Pro Late models here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Getting ready for group number 2, we will see the number 29H of Corey Allman out of Appomattox, Virginia. The number 92 of Nick Davis out of Millsboro, Delaware. Chuck Bowie at the 14C out of Welcome, Maryland. Tyler Detter, the number 28 out of Charlottesville, Virginia, and Curtis Hughes, the number 7 out of Bohannon, Virginia, on track in group number 2 of the Victory Lap Pro Late models. There you see Corey Allman in the beautiful white and orange number 29H sliding through turn 1 and 2. And the number 14C of Chuck Bowie coming off of 2, going down the backstretch, and that black and blue 14C. There you see the number 28 of Tyler Detter in the white and blue number 28 machine. Followed by the blue number 7 of Curtis Hughes. Chuck Bowie to the top of the board at 19.055 for Chuck Bowie. Corey Allman the second at 19.103. Corey Allman. Billy Hubbard third at 19.119. That is your current top three. Right there, Corey Allman sits in second as of right now in hot laps. Nick Davis just went to the top of the board of a 19.047 for Nick Davis in the number 92 machine. Curtis Hughes sits in fifth. Again, Corey Allman going down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Currently sits third and hot in qualifying with a 19.103 as of right now. And Corey Allman that time 19.086 will improve. Nick Davis in that black and green 92 machine looks like is going to shut her off through 1 and 2 as the checkered flag waves and now conclude the second group of the Victory Lap Pro Late Model qualifying, with Chuck Bowie the quickest of a 19.011, Nick Davis second 19.047. Corey Allman sits in third with a 19.086. Billy Hubbard is fourth with a 19.119, and Tyler Detter round out your top 5 with a 19.145 for Tyler Detter. Here comes the third and final group for the Victory Lap Pro Late Models for their qualifying. Colby Bradshaw, the number 17 out of Franklin, Virginia. Jeremy Pilkerton, your points leader, coming into tonight out of Loveville, Maryland. Davis Lipscomb, the number 71 out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Derek McGee in the 96 out of Millsboro, Delaware. And Matt Ashworth in the number 10 out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Sportsman, we need you in staging. Sportsman, you need to be in staging. Your qualifying is next. Sportsman, you need to be lined up and ready to go. And staging, you are next. We see the black number 17 of Colby Bradshaw coming off of 2, going down the backstretch. And there's Matt Ashworth in the number 10. Coming through turn number 3 and 4. And there, race fans, it's our points leader, Jeremy Pilkerton, in that white number 8 machine off of turn number 2 up against the fence, going into turn number 3. Jeremy Pilkerton is clear by 23 points of Billy Hubbard coming into tonight. He has just 4 wins under his belt this season. There's Davis Lipscomb slow on the backstretch. Checkered flag waves as that will conclude Group 2 of the Victory Lap Pro Late Model qualifying here at Virginia Motor Speedway. That will conclude actually our third and final group of Victory Lap Pro Late Models. So we are officially finished with the Pro Late Model qualifying. Coming up next, it is going to be the Truckin Thunder Sportsman are coming up next for qualifying, and then it will be the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's Limited Stock Car divisions will be our final group left of qualifying coming up next. Here we go as we get ready to begin the Truckin Thunder Sportsman qualifying hot lap session. Gets ready to begin. The number 1 of Blake Atkins out of Saluda, Virginia, out on track. Followed by the 00 Hunter Wright out of Aylett, Virginia. Tony Breeden in the 101 out of Scottsville, Virginia. Steve Causey in the number 9 out of Smithfield, Virginia. And Matt Meads, the number 23 out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Adam Breeden is coming in, tonight's points standings for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman. Brett Atkins is currently the points leader, 6 points clear of Tim Shelton and Steve Causey, who are both tied right now for second in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman point standings, followed by Adam Breeden and Matt Meads, who are tied as well. See the blue 1 of Blake Atkins coming through turn number 3. Limited stocks, we need you in the grid for staging. Limited stocks, we need you on the grid for staging. Limited stocks on the grid for staging. Steve Causey with the fastest time so far, but 20.137 for Steve Causey. Hunter Wright sits in second, and Matt Meads your top 3. Currently for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman qualifying as we see the 101 machine of Tony Breeden, and around goes Tony Breeden at the bottom of turn number 4. Caution flag, we're going to slow the field down just as we wait to see if Tony Breeden can get that car refired, and will do so. Tony Breeden will get that 101 machine refired and rejoin the field. Green flag waves, and we're back to qualifying in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman. The 00 of Hunter Wright going down the backstretch in the black and orange number 00. Steve Causey up against the cushion off of 2 down the backstretch and into turn 3 with Matt Meads behind him as they work their way through 3 and 4. Right there is the green and white number 9 of Steve Causey we just saw on the screen. He is the fastest so far at 20.137 and is coming into tonight 3rd in the point standings. White flag waves. One more lap for the Group 1 of the Truckin Thunder Sportsman qualifying. The beautiful cam work you are seeing tonight done by Pixel Hunters. And we got 2 cars around in turn number 4. And it looks like they will get it refired and get regrouped. That was the 101 of Tony Breeden, the 00 of Hunter Wright involved in that incident. Again, our amazing camera work tonight that you are seeing done by the great people of Pixel Hunters providing us with the amazing shots that you see tonight here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Here we go with Group 2, our second and final group of the Truckin Thunder Sportsman qualifying. Tommy Upshaw in the 01X out of King William, Virginia, followed by Adam Breeden in the 01 out of Standardsville, Virginia. Dale Rhodes in the OU1 out of Saluda, Virginia. Brett Atkins, the number 16 out of Saluda, Virginia, and Tim Shelton and the 55 out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. Brett Atkins, the man in the blue 16, is your points leader coming into tonight, but he only has a 6-point cushion over Tim Shelton and Steve Causey, who are currently tied for second in the point standings. And then just below them, we have Adam Breeden and Matt Meads are tied for fourth in points. They are just 39 points back each of Brett Atkins, your points leader. Atkins currently has 2 wins on the season. Tim Shelton has got 3 wins of the year, and Hunter Wright has 1 win so far this season. Those are your drivers who have been to victory lane here at Virginia Motor Speedway. As we see the 55 of Shelton coming across the start-finish line, going off into turn number 1. And behind Shelton is the 01X of Tommy Upshaw, going down the back stretch and into 3. But there's the points leader, Brett Atkins in the blue 16 machine, going down the back stretch into 3. He is currently 5th with a 21.517. The current top 5 in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman qualifying is Steve Causey, currently your fastest with a 21.137. Hunter Wright sits in second with a 21.255. Matt Meads sits third with a 21.465. Tim Shelton fourth with a 21.511. And Brett Atkins rounds out the top 5 with a 21.517. That is your top 5 in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman qualifying session here this evening, as we get the white flag in the air for one more lap for the Sportsman division, as Tim Shelton trying to get around the slow car ahead, tried the outside, didn't get it, now goes right to the bottom, and will clear. And we'll get clear as they go down the backstretch into 3. Checker flag waves, and that'll do it for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman qualifying here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Steve Causey, the quickest, the 21.137. Hunter Wright, second, 21.255. Brett Atkins, third, 21.388. Matt Meads comes in fourth with a 21.465. And Tim Shelton rounds out the top 5 with a 21.511. That is the top 5 qualifying order for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman for their 25-lap feature coming up later tonight here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Coming up is our final group of qualifying, the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's Limited Stock Car Division, coming up next for our final group of qualifying. Out on track, we got our first group of the collision of the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's limited stock cars. The number 59 of Jason Spielman out of Hampton, Virginia. Brian Maxey in the 04 out of King George, Virginia. Brandon Bowler in the 14B out of Gloucester, Virginia. John Hankins Jr., number 25, coming to us out of Jamaica, Virginia. Raymond Harper, the number 55 out of Gloucester, Virginia. And W.L. Johnson in the 85 out of Gloucester, Virginia. Out on track in our first group of the collision of the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's limited stock car division. Green flag waves, and we are underway for qualifying in the limited stock car division. John Hankins Jr. was it we just saw on your screen, the number 25. Right there is the number 14B of Brandon Bowler. Coming through turn number 2. He is coming into tonight's race. Current point standings for the Collision 1 limited stock for the limited stock division. Johnny Brooks is the points leader with a 31-point cushion over Corey Bradley. Trent Clemens sits in third. Raymond Harper fourth, and Jacob Bowie, your top 5 in the limited stock division. The number 59 of Jason Spielman going through turn at number 2 and down the backstretch. White flag waves, one more lap to go, one more time around for the first group. For the Joe Hudson's Collision Center limited stock car division. Qualifying hot laps. Checker flag waves on the number 59 of Jason Spielman to conclude Group 1. Raymond Harper, the fastest that time with a 22.597. That previous lap he was at 22.813. Brian Maxey and John Hankins Jr., your top 3 as of right now here in our qualifying hot laps here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Out on track in our second group of the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's limited stock car division. Corey Bradley, the number 41 out of Hopewell, Virginia. Cole Johnson comes out of number 39 out of Gloucester, Virginia. Trent Clemens in the 01 out of North Prince George, Virginia. Christopher Bryan and the number 14 out of Lenexa, Virginia. And Hilton Pickrell and the number 99 out of Prince Frederick, Maryland. Out on track in our second group of limited stocks. Corey Bradley coming into tonight, second in points, 31 points behind Johnny Brooks, who is your points leader. Corey Bradley has got just 1 win on the year so far this season and has 5 top 5s this season. Green flag waves, and we are underway in Group 2 for the Joe Hudson's Collision Center limited stock car qualifying session. We see Trent Clemens working to the inside of Cole Johnson down the backstretch. Trent Clemens there in the orange and white 01 machine through 1 and 2 on the top. Again, the amazing production work that we are seeing tonight is being done by Pixel Hunters Production, doing an absolutely amazing job tonight, providing us with these great camera angles that we are seeing here tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. The great drone cam that we have going down the back stretch. Where the number 14 of Christopher Bryan went underneath the drone off of 4, underneath the start-finish line. White flag waves on Group 2. Raymond Harper still the fastest at 22.597. Brian Maxey second. Trent Clemens is third. Corey Bradley fourth. John Hankins Jr. your top 5 as the checker flag waves on Group 2. In the Joe Hudson's Collision Center Limited Stock Car qualifying, Group 2 is complete. One more group left before we get to the main features for this evening here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Coming out on track is the final group of the limited stock car. Johnny Brooks in the number 7 is your points leader and has 4 wins on the season in that white number 7 machine. Again, 4 wins on the year for Johnny Brooks and has a 31-point cushion between him and Corey Bradley. Johnny Brooks out of Aylett, Virginia. Justin Pullen in the number 9 out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Gregory Morgan, the number 53 out of Mechanicsville, Maryland. Zach Elliott in the number 6 out of Glen Allen, Virginia. And Jacob Bowie and the number 21 out of Hanover, Virginia. On track in the final group for the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's limited stock car division qualifying here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Green flag waves on the final group. The points leader, Johnny Brooks, working his way through 2 down the back stretch. And into 3. He's got the 6 of Zach Elliott behind him. And the 53 of Gregory Morgan. Johnny Brooks to the top of the board at 22.249. Johnny Brooks, top of the board. Your points leader. Raymond Harper second. Brian Maxey third. Trent Clemens fourth. Corey Bradley the top 5. White flag waves one more time for the Joe Hudson's Collision Center limited stock car qualifying hot laps. And there's the checker flag on Johnny Brooks. Will be the final car across. Will be the first car in our final group across the start-finish line to get the checker flag. Johnny Brooks at the fastest of the session of a 22.249 for Johnny Brooks. Raymond Harper second, Brian Maxey third, Trent Clemens fourth, Corey Bradley. Your top 5 in the Joe Hudson's Collision Center Limited Stock Car qualifying hot laps is complete. Coming up next, we're getting ready for the features coming up next.
I want to welcome everybody out to Virginia Motor Speedway for tonight's racing event. All four of our Dirt Series Championship weekly divisions will be racing. First up is going to be the Budweiser Modifieds. But before we get going, as we always do, we like to honor our God and our country. If you would please stand. Gentlemen, if you would remove your caps. Our dear gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful evening, this chance to be here and enjoy this sport of dirt racing. Lord, we ask that you keep these drivers safe here tonight, that you reach down your hand of protection. We also ask that you allow them to put on a great show for these fans. Lord, we also ask that you watch over these fans when they leave, that they return home safely so that they may come back and visit us again. And more importantly, we thank you for the most important thing there is, and that is the gift of eternal life through your Son, Jesus Christ. We say this in his name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the
Starting lineup for the Budweiser Modifieds feature tonight, 25 laps the distance. On the inside of row 5 will be the number 36 of Lance Grady out of Hanover, Virginia, and the 11K of Robert Kramer out of La Plata, Maryland. Inside of row 4 is the 7 and 7 of Jeff Salinger out of Boone Pass, Virginia. To his outside, the 44 of Stephen Bryant out of Swoop, Virginia. Inside of row 3, the 11 of Chase Butler, your points leader. Coming into tonight to his outside, the number 4 of Doug Penny out of Bass, Virginia. Chase Butler is out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Inside of row 2, the number 40 of Brent Bordeaux. Coming into tonight, third in points, 65 points behind the points leader, Chase Butler, Brent Bordeaux. On the inside of row 2, to his outside, the 1 ST of Brett Hamilton out of Powhatan, Virginia. And your front row for the Budweiser Modified 25 lap feature, the 814 on the inside of Samuel Lamborghini out of Hayes, Virginia, who is outside the 10S of Tim Schulte out of Troy, Virginia. Your starting lineup for the modified feature.
And the beautiful Northern Next Chevrolet pace truck will pull off the track. A beautiful Silverado 1500. You can find out all their information at nnchevrolet.com. See their whole inventory of cars and trucks.
Green flag in the air. It's time to hit it again for the Budweiser Modifieds here in Virginia Motor Speedway. Chase Butler slides up in front of Doug Penny. Tim Schulte leads us down the back stretch and into turn 3 with Samuel Lamborghini right there in tow and the third spot, or sitting in second. And caution flag waves. We got one around the middle of 1 and 2. It looks like it's the 7 and 7 of Jeff Solinger. And it appears that it's also the 40 machine of Brent Bordeaux are around in turn number 3 and 4 to bring out the first caution flag of the evening. We are going to be trying to get these two untangled here in turn number 3 and 4. As you can tell, you can see the 7 and 7 of Jeff Solinger. The rear end of that machine is up on the number 40 of Brent Bordeaux. We got the safety team right now trying to figure out how they are going to get these two cars unhooked. There's another great shot. Again, all these great camera angles that we are seeing tonight brought to you by the great people over at Pixel Hunters Productions. You can check them out over on their Facebook. Again, Pixel Hunters Productions providing us with all of these amazing shots that we are seeing. Currently looking at this amazing drone cam right now. We see at the rear end of the 7 and 7 looks like one of the rear end bars looks like it might be stuck up again near the motor on the number 40 machine of Brent Bordeaux. Black Sahara Wrangler, license plate TY23705. Your lights are on. Again, Black Sahara Wrangler, license plate TY23705. Your lights are on. Well, it looks like the tow truck has gotten the two cars unhooked over there in 3 and 4. Number 40 machine of Brent Bordeaux coming down pit road will come to the aid of his team. But it looks like the 7 and 7 of Jeff Solinger is having a little bit more of a rough time over there trying to get that potential machine refired. And it looks like he is rolling now under his own power. Jeff Solinger will limp away from the scene. And we'll bring the number 7 and 7 down pit road. And currently working our first caution flag of the evening. Tim Schulte, the leader. Samuel Lamborghini in second. Brett Hamilton is third. Brent Bordeaux is fourth. And Chase Butler currently sitting at fifth. Who, by the way, Chase Butler currently sitting fifth is your points leader tonight. He has a 39-point cushion over Brett Hamilton, who is right there on his outside in row 2. So that will be an interesting battle to watch. Those two there on row 2. Separated by just 39 points. Here we go, green flag in the air. We're back to racing in the Budweiser Modified at Virginia Motor Speedway. Chase Butler not wasting any time getting to the front. He's going to edge out past Hamilton. Hamilton slides up the track. And it's going to be Butler. Butler loses a little bit of momentum and falls back into the clutches of Hamilton as they go down the backstretch and into turn 3. Same Lamborghini on the inside. Tim Schulte's on the outside. Around goes. Oh! Trouble! Big trouble in 3 and 4. That is not what the points leader wanted. Caution flag waves for the second time tonight. Caution flag on the Speedway. Right in the same spot where the first caution occurred. Over right there in the bottom of turn 3 and 4. Again, both of these cautions have occurred over there in 3 and 4, so we'll keep an eye out over there to see what happens with these modifieds as the race continues. A tough break there for the 11 of Chase Butler coming down pit road, the points leader. Doug Penny with some heavy damage to the right side of that, and the beautiful blue and white number 4 machine. A big dent there on the side of that number 4 of Doug Penny on pit road. Currently being observed by his crew. There you see on your screen just a huge dent there on the right side of that machine, and will pull away and will try to rejoin the field. Top 5 single Lamborghini, Tim Schulte, Brett Hamilton, Stephen Bryant, and currently the top 4. We got debris over in turn number 3, so we're going to wave off that start. We are going to wave off this restart. We are currently getting the field single file. So we understand that there is currently debris over there on the bottom of turn number 3 that the safety crew is working their way over there to pick up, which is why that is the reason for holding off the restart. Well, looks like the amazing safety crew here at Virginia Motor Speedway have cleared the racing surface. And we're going to get 1 to go here this time. 1 to go this time by for the field as they cross underneath the start finish line. Again, race fans, thank you so much for spending your Saturday evening with us on an absolutely beautiful Saturday night for some dirt track racing here at Virginia Motor Speedway in Jamaica, Virginia. And Samuel Lamborghini, Tim Schulte, Brett Hamilton, the top 3. Green flag in air. We're back underway in the Budweiser Modifieds at Virginia Motor Speedway. Doug Penny not wasting any time, going all the way to the bottom. Doug Penny. And we got caution flag on the Speedway. Caution flag waves. Caution flag waves. We are going to wave off that restart. We are going to wave off of that restart, and we are going to try it again. And we're going to get their field re-bundled up here down the back stretch. Single file. And we're going to try it again. We're going to get 1 to go this time by for the field. We're going to give this another shot. Samuel Lamborghini, Tim Schulte, Brett Hamilton, your top three. Green flag in the air. We're back to racing in the Budweiser Modified. Chase Butler right to the bottom of Brent Bordeaux. Chase Butler not wasting any time getting back to the front. Bordeaux from the top back down to the bottom and now finds himself in the 4th spot. Brent Bordeaux follows suit right into 5th as they roll through turn number 4. It's going to be Samuel Lamborghini leads that lap. Brett Hamilton there in 2nd, and caution flag waves debris on the speedway. Caution is out. Caution flag waves as you see the big piece of metal there in they're right in the middle of the racing surface there in turn number 1, where you see the safety truck going over to pick up the piece of metal. And they throw the piece of metal in the back of the pickup truck and will pull away from the scene. Doug Penny in the number 4 is back on pit road to his team as they observe the damage on that number 4 machine. We get 1 to go this time by for the Modifieds here at Virginia Motor Speedway. We're going to get the field tied up single file through turn number 2. Samuel Lamborghini, Tim Schulte, Brett Hamilton, your top 3. Green flag waiting. We're back to racing here at Virginia Motor Speedway as everybody goes off into turn number 1. Tim Schulte's under fire now from Brett Hamilton as they work their way through turn number 2. Coming off of 2 now in the backstretch. Samuel Lamborghini is leading us. Brent Bordeaux though. Brent Bordeaux's not wasting any time getting up there to 4th. We got a 4-car battle for the 4th spot. Brent Bordeaux will clear. And now Chase Butler is trying to follow suit as they work their way off into turn number 1. Butler on the inside will make it clear. And Butler slides up just a little bit. Brett Bordeaux to the inside of Schulte down the backstretch into 3. Brett Bordeaux and Schulte side by side. Off of 4 they come. Bordeaux now goes to P3 for Brett Bordeaux. The battle is now for the lead with Samuel Lamborghini and Brett Hamilton as they battle it out for the lead as they work their way through turn number 2. Brett Hamilton knocking on the back door of Samuel Lamborghini down the backstretch into turn number 3. Hamilton showed him the nose going through 3, and Lamborghini slammed the door. Here they come now out of turn number 4. Brett Hamilton's going to try the outside. Now it's still going to be Samuel Lamborghini will lead that lap as they go off into turn 1. Brett Hamilton with a big run off of getting into 1 and 2. Hamilton on the top cushion off of 2 to the lead. New leader, Brett Hamilton to the lead. Samuel Lamborghini goes back to 2nd. Brett Bordeaux 3rd. Chase Butler 4th. Tim Schulte back in 5th. That is your current top 5 as they run at the moment. Chase Butler, though, trying to get around the number 40 of Brett Bordeaux. They're going to be side by side off of 2. Butler on the inside, Bordeaux on the outside, and they're side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. Chase Butler will make the pass and will advance into 3. Bordeaux will slide back into 4th. The battle behind them, though, the 10S of Tim Schulte and the 11K of Robert Kramer are battling it out there, it looks like, for the 5th spot, and they're side by side. Schulte on the outside, Kramer on the bottom, and they work their way off of 2 down the backstretch. We go back to the lead with Brett Hamilton out front. Chase Butler now up to 2nd. Chase Butler up to 3rd. Lamborghini is in 2nd. Butler working the outside. The 10S of Tim Schulte and Robert Kramer, they're still battling it out side by side for the 5th spot. Oh, trouble for your points leader. Chase Butler goes around again. Caution flag waves caution flag waves for the third time this evening in the Modifieds here in Virginia Motor Speedway. 6 of 25 complete. So far, 6 of 25 complete on the scoreboard in the Budweiser Modifieds here at Virginia Motor Speedway. As we currently under caution for the 11 of Chase Butler, who spun by himself in the middle of 3 and 4. Again, that seems to be causing a lot of these drivers problems this evening. Over there in 3 and 4 seems to be one of the difficult corners to master for these guys. Brett Hamilton, Samuel Lamborghini, Brent Bordeaux. Green flag in the air, we're back to racing. Brent Bordeaux is there on the inside of Lamborghini, coming across the start-finish line as they work their way off into 1. Lamborghini slams the door, is going to be 3 wide behind them, almost now 2 back through 2 wide. Tim Schulte and Robert Kramer, they're battling out for the spot. There goes Chase Butler making the move on Solinger as they work their way down the backstretch and into 3. Solinger back to the bottom of Butler. They're going to be side by side again, coming off of 4, but it's going to be Chase Butler will maintain the spot. Meanwhile, Robert Kramer and Tim Schulte are side by side. Here comes Chase Butler right there under 4. Now 3 wide off of 2. Tim Schulte, Robert Kramer, Chase Butler 3 wide. Butler goes to the bottom. Schulte to the outside. Schulte loses a little bit of momentum there on the outside. He's going to give up the spot to Robert Kramer. Chase Butler will move up another position. And the battle now is on in front of Butler between Samuel Lamborghini and Brent Bordeaux. That is a battle for the second spot as they work their way off of 2. Here comes Brent Bordeaux now. Will clear Lamborghini down the backstretch and into turn 3. Lamborghini back to the outside. Lamborghini out on the outside. Bordeaux on the bottom. Chase Butler is there. Following the line that Brent Bordeaux is running as they go through 4 and off into turn 1. Chase Butler on the cushion. Here comes Lamborghini. Slides up the racetrack and gives up a couple of spots. Now maybe probably give up almost 3 spots. Had some sort of an issue there in turn number 1 and 2. As Brett Hamilton has opened the lead by about 8 car lengths over Brent Bordeaux sitting in second, Chase Butler third. But there he is, the 1ST of Brett Hamilton. Coming out through turn number 4. Coming into tonight's race, 39 points behind Chase Butler. Brett Hamilton currently has just 1 win on the year here in 2023 at Virginia Motor Speedway. There you see Jeff Solinger now working underneath the 10S of Tim Schulte. 4th position, Tim Schulte will get it clear. Brett Hamilton, meanwhile, leading. And meanwhile, the battle for second, Chase Butler, Brent Bordeaux battling it out for the second spot, coming across the start-finish line. Chase Butler on the outside, Bordeaux on the bottom. They're wheel to wheel through 1 and 2, and caution flag waves. Caution flag waves as the 7 and 7 of Jeff Solinger goes around on the bottom of turn number 4 this time. And appears to have some smoke coming out of the top of that motor. Appears that smoke start coming from the right side of that machine. And has quite a bit of damage there on the on the left rear. Again, just currently trying to get the 7-7 of Jeff Solinger pushed off the racing surface there at the bottom of turn number 4. Currently under the Who's Your Driver caution flag right now. As you see the right side fender of the machine completely ripped back And currently working the under the caution flag here this evening in the Budweiser Modifieds. Brett Hamilton, Brett Bordeaux, Chase Butler, the top three, with Robert Kramer in fourth. And Sammy Lamborghini, your top five, Tim Schulte in sixth. And got currently trying to work on getting the 7-7 of Jeff Solinger off of the racing surface. Safety crew is going to try to give him a push here in turn 4. And we're going to try to give him a push and see if we can get him restarted, potentially send him down pit road or have him rejoin the field. As Solinger is slowly creeping to the start-finish line. And will try to rejoin the field from the tail end of the longest line as they come through. We're going to come to green here this time by, where you will be getting the green flag. Jeff Solinger will get it started back up and rejoin at the tail end of the field. And Brett Hamilton currently out front. He is coming into tonight's second in points, 39 points behind the points leader Chase Butler, who currently sits right now in the third spot. Green flag in the air, we're back underway in the Budweiser Modified here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Chase Butler to the outside of Bordeaux. They're going to be side by side for a brief moment. Bordeaux edges out past Butler off of 2, now down the backstretch to go and into turn 3. That's going to be Butler right there on the inside, coming through 4. But Brett Hamilton continuing to show the way here in the Modifieds of Virginia Motor Speedway. Butler on the outside. Bordeaux working the inside. Robert Kramer back in 4th with Samuel Lamborghini in 5th. But right now it is all Brett Hamilton currently showing the way here on a Saturday night in Jamaica. The battle is on for second. Bordeaux slams the door on Butler going through 1 and 2. Here they come now off of 2. Bordeaux with some smoke coming out of the back of that number 40 machine. Butler to the inside. Now they're going to be side by side through 3 and 4. Butler will clear, but Bordeaux fires back on the inside with smoke coming out of the left rear of Bordeaux as they're side by side rolling through 1 and 2. Coming off of 2 now, Chase Butler goes to second. Bordeaux falls back to third. Robert Kramer's under fire from Samuel Lamborghini as they go through turn number 3 and 4. There you see Samuel Lamborghini trying to work around the 11K of Robert Kramer off of 4 down the front stretch and into turn number 1. We go back now to the battle. There you see Robert Kramer, Samuel Lamborghini on your screen. Back to the leader there with Brett Hamilton out of 4. Brett Bordeaux there in 3rd with still smoke coming out of the back of that left rear machine, on the left rear of that number 40 machine. And Samuel Lamborghini there working the inside with Robert Kramer on the outside. But right now it is all Brett Hamilton out front here in Virginia Motor Speedway and a white and red 1ST. Brett Hamilton has just 1 win under his belt this season, trying to get win number 2 tonight here at Virginia Motor Speedway. As Chase Butler has now moved to second, is sitting in second, and is trying to reel in the 1ST of Brett Hamilton as they go off into 1. Chase Butler coming off of turn number 2, trying to reel in the 1ST of Hamilton. We are now 20 of 25 complete. Here in the modified, Solinger slow in the bottom of 4 We stay green, no caution. We stay green as Solinger rejoins us. Here comes Hamilton out of turn number 4. Coming across the line. 4 laps to go now for Brett Hamilton as they go off into 1. Chase Butler has an issue on the 11 machine. Brett Bordeaux is there on the inside. They're going to be side by side off of 2. Down the backstretch they go and into 3. Butler by about 2 car lengths is clear of Bordeaux at a 4. There's Butler in second, Bordeaux third. That's where the race is currently for second as they go through turn 1 and 2. Oh, we got trouble in turn 4. We got one up in smoke. Jeff Solinger will manage to pull it to the infield, but the 7-7 machine just went up in a puff of smoke. As we look at Brett Hamilton coming down the backstretch into turn 3. Brett Bordeaux is clear now by about 5 car lengths of Butler on your screen down the backstretch into turn number 3. We are just now one more time for Brett Hamilton coming off of turn number 2 down the backstretch for the final time here tonight in Virginia Motor Speedway into 3. Brett Hamilton came into tonight 39 points out. Here he comes out of 4 for win number 2. Brett Hamilton gets it done in the Budweiser Modifieds here at Virginia Motor Speedway. And gets it done. Followed by Brett Hamilton gets it done. Brett Bordeaux second. Chase Butler third. Samuel Lamborghini fourth. And Robert Kramer your top 5.
Chase Butler finishing that race on 3 wheels. Kind of broken, looked like a broken left front ball joint. Did a great job to get it to the end. Brett Hamilton will pick up his 2nd win of the season as we head down here to Virginia's for Racing Lovers Victory Lane. Just waiting for the old man to get out. here's your winner, Brett Hamilton. It looks like it's getting harder and harder to do that.
Yeah, these hot days are not real easy on an old guy.
Once you got that the lead out of 2 with a outside pass, by the way, I don't know if it was you hit the setup just right or whether you love this track because, man, this thing was on a rail.
The track was great tonight. It was pretty smooth. It was a little choppy here going in the corner down here, but when I wouldn't screw up and I'd hit it right, it was probably the best it's been here in a long time.
Well, I know that this is very competitive. You closed the gap a little bit tonight.
Yeah, not enough, but we're still competitive and we're hanging in there, and anything can still happen. Neither one of us has had really bad luck, so I need to thank A&C Racing Engines and my wife Tana, Ron Clary, Juanita Clary. They've been helping me, and Buddy Hicks, my father-in-law, he came by and helped today, beat the body out from last week. And Brian Dobie said he wanted to get a picture down here earlier today, so I couldn't let him down.
Well, here's your winner, Brett Hamilton, Budweiser Modified. All right, one with Brett. Brett, get out of the way. Our flagman, a former modified driver, just wanted to feel what it was like to be in Victor Lane.
Time for the old timers.
We're going to send it back up to Colin. Go ahead and give the Victor Lap Pro Late Model lineup.
All right, Dave, the starting lineup for the Victor Lap Pro Late Models tonight. They are going to be doing twin 17-lap features tonight, so this is going to be the first of 2 17-lap features for these Victory Lap Pro Late Models here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Starting lineup on the inside of row number 8 will be the number 17 of Colby Bradshaw out of Franklin, Virginia. Row 7 on the inside will be the 37 of Bud Stinson, who was outside the 51S of Garrett Donald. Row 6 on the inside, the 45 of William Baker out of Sandston, Virginia, who was outside the 51 of Jerry Barker out of Biloxi, Virginia. Inside of row 5 will be the 96 of Derek McGee out of Millsboro, Delaware, who is outside the number 10 of Matt Ashworth out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Inside of row 4, the 28 of Tyler Detter out of Charlottesville, Virginia, who is outside the number 9 of Curtis Hughes out of Bohanna, Virginia. On the inside of row 3, number 14C of Chuck Bowie out of Welcome, Maryland, who is outside the number 71 of Davis Lipscomb out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Inside of row 2, the number 8 of Jeremy Pilkerton out of Loveville, Maryland, to the outside the 92 of Nick Davis out of Millsboro, Delaware. And on the front row for the Victory Lap Pro Late Model Feature 1 is going to be the 38B of Billy Hubbard, the number 29H of Corey Hallman. Billy Hubbard coming to us out of Cobbs Creek, Virginia, and Corey Hallman coming out of Appomattox, Virginia. Well, that's your starting lineup for the Victory Lap Pro Late Models. The point standings coming into tonight. Jeremy Pilkerton, currently the points leader, currently has a 23-point cushion over Billy Hubbard. Davis Lipscomb coming to us from third in points tonight, 36 points behind Jeremy Pilkerton. Jeremy Pilkerton has a total of 4 wins on the year so far this season. Curtis Hughes sits in 5th. Matt Ashworth is 6th. Tyler Ditter 7th. Garrett Donald 8th. Chuck Bowie 9th. And Ray Love Jr. rounds out your top 10 for the Pro Late Model point standings as of tonight. Again, this is our first of 2 Twin 17 features here in the Victory Lap Pro Late Models at Virginia Motor Speedway. Current winners in the Pro Late Models here at Virginia Motor Speedway for 2023, Jeremy Pilkerton with 4 wins. Davis Lipscomb has 1 win, and Nick Davis has 1 win. Those are the drivers who have been to Victory Lane this year in the Pro Late Models. here at Virginia Motor Speedway. They have those are the 3 drivers who have been to the HoosierDriver.org victory lane. The Virginia is for racing lovers victory lane here at Virginia Motor Speedway. And we're going to get 1 to go this time for the Victory Lap Pro late models. Again, this is the first of 2 twin 17 lap features here tonight. Again, this is the first of 2 twin 17s. So this is a double points night for these drivers. Again, a double points night, first double feature night tonight, first of 2 17 lap features here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Green flag in the air. It's time to hit and get it for the Victory Lap Pro late models at Virginia Motor Speedway. Everybody cleanly through turn number 2 down the backstretch. It's Billy Hubbard, Corey Allman side by side for the lead as they go off into 3. Corey Allman on the inside, Billy Hubbard on the outside, Jeremy Pilkerton sitting there in 3rd, Chuck Bowie 4th. Chuck Bowie on the inside of Pilkerton. That's a battle for the 3rd spot as they work their way off into turn number 1. Pilkerton on the outside, Bowie on the bottom. They're battling for the lead as well. Corey Allman slides up across the front nose of Hubbard off of 2 down the backstretch into 3. It's going to be Corey Allman out front. Will come out of 4. It'll be Corey Allman 3 wide behind them. Nick Davis trying to maneuver around Chuck Bowie as he works his way through turn number 1 and they go through turn 2. Corey Allman showing the way as they go down the backstretch into turn number 3. Davis Lipscomb and the number 96 of Derek McGee battling for position. Coming through turn 4, Derek McGee will slide across and will make the pass on Lipscomb as they go off into 1. Nick Davis now under fire by Derek McGee. Nick Davis has fallen into the clutches of McGee and Lipscomb. Meanwhile, trouble in front of them. Jeremy Pilkerton around after making contact with Nick Davis, and Lipscomb spun to avoid. Caution flag waves. Caution flag on the speedway. Lipscomb around in the bottom of they're in 3 and 4. Caution flag. Something has apparently broken on the number 71 of Lipscomb. Jeremy Pilkerton has got a little bit of damage there on that left rear of the number 8 machine. And he's going to come down pit road to his team to see what they can do to get him back out on the speedway. Again, Jeremy Pilkerton is coming into tonight as your points leader, currently on pit road, being assessed as his crew is currently assessing the damage here tonight after being involved in that incident that just took place in turn 4. Again, all this amazing camera work that you are seeing tonight brought to you by the Pixel Hunters production crew, who are doing a fantastic job with all of these amazing camera angles, as well as that amazing drone cam that you just saw go down the front stretch, currently following the field, doing an amazing job providing us with some great angles to capture all of the racing action going on here tonight. As we are currently under the Hoosier driver caution here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Corey Allman, Billy Hubbard, Chuck Bowie, Nick Davis, the top 5. And Derek McGee round out your top 5 again as we trying to await the safety crew currently cleaning up the 71 of Lipscomb, who is over in turn on the bottom of turn number 4 as the field maneuvers around the outside. The 71 of Lipscomb is on the back of the tow truck, and they will be pulling the 71 there of Lipscomb to the infield. Again, all these amazing camera angles we are seeing tonight done by Pixel Hunters Production do a absolutely fantastic job with all these camera angles. And you can, by the way, rewatch everything that's happening right now. You can rewatch it tomorrow on vmsvideo.com. And if you want to rewatch all of this action taking place, go to vmsvideo.com where you can watch a rerun. And please help support this amazing crew here at Pixel Productions as they do a fantastic job providing us the angles. And green flag in the air, we're back to racing in the Pro Late Models here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Corey Allman out front, Bentley Hubbard second, Chuck Bowie sitting back there in the third spot. Nick Davis is under fire right now from Derek McGee as they go through turn number 3 and 4. Chuck Bowie, Nick Davis, Derek McGee, and the number 10 of Matt Ashworth. McGee and Davis are side by side across the start-finish line as they work their way off into turn number 1. McGee on the inside, Nick Davis on the outside. They're about to swallow up Chuck Bowie now as Chuck Bowie's a part of the battle. 4-car now battle for the third spot. Chuck Bowie. Derek McGee on the inside. Bowie shuts the door on McGee as they come out of 4. It's going to be Chuck Bowie prevailing as they work their way through turn 4 and down into turn 1. Chuck Bowie in the third spot. Derek McGee, and we got one around and 2 cars involved. Caution flag waves on the speedway. Nick Davis around in the bottom of 1 and 2. Caution flag on the speedway for the number 92 of Nick Davis. Brings out the caution flag and the number 51 of Jerry Barker. He spun to avoid, so he will be able to get his spot back. And currently working 5 of 17 complete. This is just, by the way, we are only in the first of 2 twin 17 features here tonight. Currently working 5 of 17 of our first of 2 twin 17 lap features here tonight for the Victory Lap Pro Late Models here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Corey Allman currently out front, followed by Billy Hubbard and Chuck Bowie, the top 3. I want to wish a happy birthday to John Hankins Jr. from Dylan Wells and family, Victory Troop, Kentucky, U.S. Army. And happy birthday to John Hankins Jr. Green flag in the air. We're back to racing here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Chuck Bowie is going to stick the nose on the inside of Hubbard as they work their way off into turn number 1. Hubbard on the outside, Chuck Bowie on the bottom. Hubbard to second, Bowie not going to go away that easily. They're going to be side by side down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Bowie on the inside, Hubbard on the outside. Bowie goes to second, Hubbard falls back to third. McGee is right there in fifth. There's 3 wide back behind them. That looks like a 3-wide battle for the 7th spot with Pilkington, Detter, and Matt Ashworth are battling it out 3 wide, and Ashworth will lose that battle as it'll be Detter and Pilkington. Pilkington on the outside now has his sights set on Bud Stinson. Nick Davis trying to work his way back to where he was prior to that incident. So Nick Davis working the outside. We go back to Bud Stinson and Jeremy Pilkington now. Pilkington applying pressure to Stinson. Stinson under fire as they come out of turn number 4. Here comes Pilkington to the inside of Bud Stinson. They're going to be side by side as they work their way over to 1, and Pilkington got a little sideways. Great save by Pilkington. He sticks the nose underneath the left rear fender of Stinson as they work their way off of 2 down the backstretch. Matt Ashworth on the inside of Tyler Detter. Those 2 are side by side going through 3 and 4. Matt Ashworth will make the pass. Curtis Hughes trying to follow suit as they go down the front stretch into turn 1. We go back to the front. Corey Allman, Chuck Bowie, Billy Hubbard battling for the lead. A 3-car battle taking place going through turn 4. Billy Hubbard on the inside as they work their way off into 1. Corey Allman to the lead. Out front, Billy Hubbard second, Chuck Bowie third. Derek McGee is in 4th. As they work their way through 4, Chuck Bowie comes across the start-finish line. The black and orange 14C now off into turn 1. But the battle is now for the lead. Here comes Hubbard on the inside. He's taking a look on Corey Allman down the backstretch. They go into turn number 3. Here they go through turn number 4. Billy Hubbard on the inside. It's Corey Allman prevailing out of 4. We're in 12 of 17 in the first of 2 twin 17 features. It is Corey Allman on the outside, Hubbard on the inside off of 2. Allman still clear by about 2 car lengths as they go down to the backstretch into turn number 3. Here comes Corey Allman, Billy Hubbard right there, just 2 car lengths back. Billy Hubbard is coming into tonight second in points, 23 points behind your point leader, Jeremy Pilkington. So Billy Hubbard has got a lot riding there on that second spot right now. Currently sitting second again in this here tonight. Coming into tonight second in points, 23 points behind the points leader, Jerry Pilkerton. And caution flag on the Speedway. Corey Allman, Billy Hubbard, Chuck Bowie, Derek McGee, and Jeremy Pilkerton, the top 5. Billy Hubbard currently sitting second right now. He is second in points coming into tonight. Jeremy Pilkerton, your points leader, currently sitting there in the 5th spot. Rounding out the top 5 is Pilkerton. He's also again the points leader coming into this evening. He's got a 23-point cushion over the driver that is just 2 cars ahead of him, sitting in second of Hubbard. Green flag is back in the air. We're back underway. Here comes Derek McGee, not wasting any time to the inside of Chuck Bowie as they go off as he goes streaming into turn number 1. Jeremy Pilkerton right there on the bottom of 1 and 2 with a big run off of 2 goes Pilkerton. Pilkerton trying to get a piece of the battle with McGee and Bowie as they go through turn number 4. McGee on the inside. Derek McGee will clear. Pilkerton will follow suit as well and will clear Chuck Bowie as they go off into turn number 1. And Matt Ashworth now to the inside of Chuck Bowie. Bowie's about to lose 3 spots, but he manages to salvage only 2 with Ashworth back there. Couldn't follow suit with the other 2. As Corey Allman currently out front, Billy Hubbard in second. Derek McGee third. There's Matt Ashworth now on the inside of Chuck Bowie. They're down side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. Chuck Bowie, Matt Ashworth, and Tyler Detter now battling it out for the 5th spot. That is for the 5th spot on the racetrack right now. We currently begin the battle between Chuck Bowie, Matt Ashworth, and Tyler Detter battling for the 5th spot as they go through turn number 2. Bud Stinson working the outside of Nick Davis. Stinson and Davis are side by side. Here we go, but we're out of 4 for Corey Allman. Corey Allman with the win of the first of 2 17 lap features. Corey Allman winner. Corey Allman winner of the first of 2 17 lap features here this evening. Again, the field will remain on the Speedway. There you see the finishing order on the back straightaway on our scoreboard. Again, this is just that was the first of 2 twin 17 lap features here tonight. So we will keep these cars on the racing surface, and we're going to get them organized here for the second 17 lap feature. So coming up in this second 17-lap feature, Chuck Bowie will now get the starting line, will be on the front row. Chuck Bowie will be on the front row to his outside. In the front row will be Chuck Bowie. Jeremy Pilkerton will be on the front row. And then behind them will be Derek McGee and Billy Hubbard. Then we'll have behind them in row 3 will be Corey Allman and Matt Ashworth. Row 4 will find the number 28 of Tyler Detter and the 37 of Bud Stinson. Row number 6 will find the number 51. Again, currently trying to get the field here reorganized for the second and final 17-lap feature for the Victory Lap Pro Late Models here this evening. And currently trying to get the field here organized for the second twin 17-lap feature. So we're going to get the green flag this time for the Pro Late Models second of 17 for the second 17-lap feature. Green flag in the air. It's time to hit and get it for the Victory Lap Pro Late Model feature number 2 of the Twin 17s tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. Chuck Bowie under fire from Derek McGee. The McGee on the inside of Bowie. They're side by side down the backstretch into turn number 3. Pilkerton back there solo third. He's got Billy Hubbard in the 4th spot. The battle is for the lead. It's going to be Derek McGee will go to the lead. Here comes Billy Hubbard now working the inside of Pilkerton. Those two are side by side. And Chuck Bowie's going to be involved in the battle as well. There's 3 wide off of 2 for the second spot. Pilkerton on the bottom. And Hubbard on the outside with Bowie right there on the outside. There's still 3 wide. Coming through 4. Hubbard gets squished in the middle. Has to give it up, and it's going to be Pilkerton and Bowie now remain side by side for the spot as Hubbard had to back out of it. And now he falls into the clutches of Corey Ullman as they work their way off of turn number 2. Jeremy Pilkerton now under fire from Chuck Bowie now going off into 3. Pilkerton and Bowie battling it out for the second spot with Hubbard. Right there behind him in 3rd, Corey Allman and Bud Stinson watching the battle unfold as they work their way through 1 and 2. Everybody so far cleanly through 1 and 2, down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Everybody single file. As you see everybody currently single file, there we see some racing going on there in the back. Matt Ashworth working to the inside of the 92 of Nick Davis are side by side, and Curtis Hughes and the 51 S of Garrett Donald are side by side as well. Meanwhile, back to the front, Chuck Bowie sitting there in the 2nd spot. Or sitting there in the 3rd spot. Chuck Bowie 3rd, Jeremy Pilkerton currently sitting in 2nd. Currently, Derek McGee is out front, and that number 96 machine. Showing the way here in Virginia Motor Speedway over your points leader, Jeremy Pilkerton currently riding in 2nd. Billy Hubbard, who are riding in the 4th spot, currently coming into tonight's 2nd in points. Hubbard sits in 4th, and around goes your points leader. Caution flag waves. Caution flag, around goes Jeremy Pilkerton in turn number 4. Caution flag waves as your point leader spins it in turn 4 to bring out the Hoosier driver caution flag here at Virginia Motor Speedway. We're going to wave off that restart. We have debris over in turn number 4 as the safety crew will roll around and pick up the debris that is on the racing surface. And once we do that, we will get the field ready to go back to racing here at Virginia Motor Speedway on what has been an absolutely beautiful Saturday night here tonight. And we have witnessed some great racing action with still more to go here coming up in just a few moments. Derek McGee, Chuck Bowie, Billy Hubbard, Bud Stinson, Tyler Detter, the top 5. And Pilkerton there trying to see if his car will be able to rejoin the field as he leaves pit road. Caution flag will remain out as the 8 of Jeremy Pilkerton Well, here we go. We're going to get a 1 to go here this time by as Derek McGee, Chuck Bowie, Billy Hubbard, Bud Stinson, Tyler Detter, Matt Ashworth, Curtis Hughes, currently your top 7. We're going to get ready to come back to green flag racing here this time. Green flag waves, we're back there racing in the Pro Late Models at Virginia Motor Speedway. Chuck Bowie slides out the track through 1 and 2. That's going to open the door for Hubbard. Hubbard on the inside of Bowie. They're side by side down the backstretch into turn number 3. Bud Stinson's going to follow suit. Bowie slams the door. Bowie works their way through turn number 4 now. Out of 4, Bud Stinson is there. Stinson will clear Chuck Bowie at the start finish line. into turn 1. Billy now has gone from second back to fourth, but he's trying to get back third. Billy on the inside of Stinson. Stinson prevails through 3 as he drives in just a little bit deeper than Billy. Billy right there in the 4th spot. Corey Allman working to the inside of Tyler Denner. That is for the 6th spot. Allman completes it. Curtis Hughes, Jeremy Pilkerton, Tyler Denner battling for a position there on your screen. Down the backstretch they go into 3. Again, the leader currently, Derek McGee, is out front. Chuck Bowie, Bud Stinson battle it out for the 3rd spot. Stinson on the outside, Bowie on the inside. Bowie sticking the nose to the bottom as they go down the backstretch and into 3. Bud Stinson will maintain 3rd as they go off through 4. Of 17 complete in our 2nd and final Twin 17 lap feature tonight for the Victory Lap Pro Light Bottles at Virginia Motor Speedway. As Derek McGee comes out of turn number 4, he will now have just 6 laps to go here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Billy Hubbard sitting in the 2nd spot. Does Billy Hubbard have enough time to get to the leader? There again, that silver number 96 machine coming out of turn number 2. Has about a 8-car length advantage over Billy Hubbard down the backstretch into 3. Corey Allman there on the inside of Matt Ashworth. They're going to battle it out side by side for the 5th spot. Allman on the inside, Ashworth on the outside. It's going to be Corey Allman will go to 5th. And Corey Allman goes to P5 for Allman. Matt Ashworth back to 6th. We go back to the leader there. Derek McGee is showing away with Billy Hubbard in 2nd, Bud Stinson 3rd, under fire from Chuck Bowie. Coming underneath the start-finish line, then they go off into 1. Bud Stinson sitting there in the 3rd spot. Chuck Bowie just about 2 car lengths back in the 4th spot, coming off of 2. Two laps to go for Derek McGee as he works their way through turn number 2. We are now just 2 laps away. Derek McGee comes out of 4th. He's going to see the white flag one more time around for Derek McGee. White flag is one more lap time around here on a Saturday night at Virginia Motor Speedway for McGee as he works his way off of turn number 2 for the final time down the back straightaway. Coming off of 3 into 4. Out of turn 4. Checker flag waves. Derek McGee gets it done at Virginia Motor Speedway. Derek McGee gets it done. Billy Hubbard 2nd, Bud Stinson 3rd, Chuck Bowie 4th, and Corey Allman round out the top 5. As we got 1 car around and 1 and 2 of Jeremy Pilkerton.
Little public service announcement here tonight. We're going to ask you if you would help us out. We have a small crew here at Virginia Motor Speedway. When you leave here tonight, if you will grab your trash and deposit it in the closest receptacle underneath, going down the steps underneath the grandstands, we greatly appreciate it. Again, if you would help us by cleaning up your mess when you leave, take your cans and all your food, and just there's garbage cans at the bottom underneath the grandstands. If you could help us out and put them in there, it'd be greatly appreciated. That man right there knows what I'm talking about. head down to Virginia's for racing lovers Victory Lane. Again, we'll be back here next Saturday night for week 11 of Dirt Series Championship Racing. I'll get you to pull into Victory Lane in just a minute. Okay. And waiting for the winner of race number 1 to climb out the car. Here he is, Corey Allman. Boy, you jumped in this 29H last race here, and you're going to finish out the year in it. You're trying to help Elvon Hayward with this car, and I'm going to tell you what, the car was really good in the first race, and that race between you and Billy Hubbard was pretty tight.
Yeah, sure, Billy, he was throwing his hands up at me. I'm sure he's mad at me, but that's fine. All my friends came with me to the racetrack, so I ain't here to make none, but it is what it is. I'd like to thank Vaughn for one, man. If it weren't for him, he called me last minute, and asked if I could come down and help him with the race car, and he ended up letting me drive it, and I really appreciate it. Like I said, he's anything I want to do and stuff, he's game, and he really helped me a lot, and I appreciate everybody that stands behind me too. My mom and dad, for one, they're the ones that put me in the shoes and put me in good enough equipment to where somebody would ask me to drive their stuff. So if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here.
Man, it's good to see you back here and back in Victory Lane.
Yeah, glad to be back. I love it down here. Just work makes it a little bit difficult sometimes, but glad to be back.
Here's your winner, Corey Allman. All right, we're going to let them get their quick photo here in Victory Lane, and then we're going to push up we're going to get Derek to pull up into Victory Lane. First time here. Derek called me earlier this week, said, look, I got some family that lives down there at the racetrack, and we want to bring the car. You guys are going to have tires. And I said, yeah, we are. And, man, Putzer in Victory Lane, first time here. I hope that means he'll be coming back to visit with us again. He'll be back next week, he said. Well, at least you got a place to stay. All right, we're gonna get Derek to pull up here so he can get his pictures in Victory Lane. What do y'all need another picture real quick? When you get down into Virginia's for Racing Lovers Victory Lane, you want your picture taken. Look at Corey Allman's running back and shaking the winner of race number 2's hand. Good run also back to 5th after having to change your tire. Everybody wants their picture taken in front of this thing right here. There you go. There you go. There you go. We got it. Let's talk to this man for the very first time. By the way, this is the first time I've ever met him. So we're... He's going to stand. He's going to stand. I'm going to stand up on that. There you go. Oh, don't hurt yourself now. I tell you what, that was an interesting call this week. You said, look, I got family that lives right down the road. We're going to come visit. We're going to bring the race car. Did you ever envision putting this thing in Victory Lane?
Not at all. It's we're back in Delaware. It's about a 4-hour ride for us, and we've been wanting to come for years. It's a beautiful facility. Like you said, we got family here. My great-grandmother, she's 100 years old. Got to see her today. Got to see Gordon. He's 92. That also, he said, "Go get me a win." That's what I did. A lot of emotions right now.
Look, we love it. We love it. We love emotions. I want to tell you what. Once you got out front, and this thing after the first caution, man, this thing just was on a rail.
Yeah, I told my dad just now, after that first one, I knew I had something. I could run about a half a groove lower than a lot of the guys in front of me. I don't know if it was tire choice or setup or what. We had no clue what we were doing. So we threw some tires on there that we got from the Clinks, who decided to sell out, that Austin Hubbard drove for. We're good friends with them. So we bought some of their used tires. We got a few new ones when they got here, and we put them things on, never touched the car. Same setup we run in Delmar, and it works here, so I think we'll be back.
Thank your sponsors, man.
Yeah, so I have a lot of people that help. First off, my dad, my wife, Chelsea. She's never missed a race. Hazard Auto Parts, Addington Auto Sales, Delmarva Sporting Clays, Atlantic, Millwork, Ken Barrett Builders, State Farm. We have S&S Salon, Bryn Transmissions, Ingram Race Engines. This old, I know Lipscomb said last week he had an 06 blue front car. He beat me by a little bit. This is a 13, so, but those old blue front cars are still going to the front. That's what we like to see. So I appreciate you, all you fans. Beautiful facility, and like I said, we'll be back.
There he is, Derek McGee, your winner in feature number 2. Colin, go ahead and give the starting lineup for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman.
All right, Dave, here we go. The starting lineup for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman feature on the inside of row 5. It'll be the 01 of Tommy Upshaw out of King William, Virginia. To his outside, the OU1 of Dale Rhodes out of Saluda, Virginia. On the inside of row 4, the 101 of Tony Breeden out of Scottsville, Virginia. To his outside, the number 1 of Blake Atkins out of Saluda, Virginia. Inside of row 3, the 00 of Hunter Wright out of Aylett, Virginia. To his outside, the number 9 of Steve Causey out of Smithfield, Virginia. Row 2 on the inside, the 23 of Matt Means out of Elizabeth City, North Carolina. To his outside, the number 16 of Brett Atkins out of Saluda, Virginia. Inside of row number 1, the 01 of Adam Breeden out of Standardsville, Virginia. And the number 55 of Tim Shelton out of Fredericksburg, Virginia is your starting lineup for tonight's 25-lap Truckin Thunder Sportsman feature. Current point standings in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman. Brett Atkins currently with a 6-point lead over Tim Shelton, who is tied for second in points with Steve Causey. Tied for fourth in points is Adam Breeden and Matt Meads. Both 39 points back of the points leader, Brett Atkins, who is starting fourth tonight. And then, of course, Tim Shelton, the man sitting in second, and points rolling off second tonight. Getting ready to go here for 25 laps here in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman. Again, Brett Atkins starting off fourth tonight as the current points leader, the Truckin Thunder Sportsman, here this evening at Virginia Motor Speedway. And Tim Shelton coming into tonight second in points and will start second tonight. So Tim Shelton on the outside of row one is starting second tonight. Again, is coming into tonight second in points. Brett Atkins, the man who is the points leader, starting fourth on the outside of row two. We get one to go here this time by for the field as they come underneath the start-finish line. The pace truck will make the hard left-hand turn to the infield. And it'll now be Adam Breeden and Tim Shelton. The front row, Matt Meads, Brett Atkins. Followed by Hunter Wright and Steve Causey. Green flag in the air. It's time to hit it and get it for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Tim Shelton with the lead as they go off of turn number two. Matt Meads on the inside there of Adam Breeden, side by side for second as they work their way off into turn three. Steve Causey takes the nose. Underneath Brett Atkins, Blake Atkins, all the way to the outside. They're trying to join in on the battle as they work their way off of down the back front stretch and into turn one. Blake Atkins all over the back end of the 101 there of Tony Breeden. Tony Breeden and Blake Atkins side by side. Now here comes the 01 of Tommy Upshaw now to the inside as they go through three. But there's the 16 machine of Brett Atkins, currently sitting in the third spot. He's got the 01 of Adam Breeden behind him. It's Matt Meads, Brett Atkins, Adam Breeden, Steve Causey battling out for the second spot now as they go through turn three. Meads on the outside, Brett Atkins on the bottom. Here comes Breeden to the inside of Causey. Breeden is there. Causey goes right back to the bottom side by side. Down into turn number one they go as they battle there for the fourth spot. Breeden on the outside, Causey on the bottom. Side by side, racing off of two. It's going to be Causey. We'll take it now, add down the backstretch into three. Tim Shelton showing the way tonight here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Now Matt Meads. He's going to feel the fire now from Steve Causey as they go off into turn number one. Matt Meads now and Steve Causey are going to be side by side off of two for third. Causey will go in from fourth now to third on the inside of Meads as they're side by side off of turn four. Adam Breeden is back there watching it all unfold as Causey is on the inside trying to get the bottom of the six, but Matt Meads appears to have the run on the outside. Matt Meads is there. Causey is there as well. Down the backstretch to go into turn three. Causey is there. Matt Meads. Causey. Matt Meads slams the door on the 9 of Causey out of turn four. And Causey comes back up behind of Meads as they go off into turn number one. Great side-by-side racing action here for the third spot. Matt Meads and Steve Causey battling it out hard side-by-side for the third spot, putting on a great show. Coming out of four, they remain wheel to wheel. It'll be Causey that lap will take third. Meads still hanging tight on the outside as they work their way through two. And it'll now be Steve Causey will clear Meads as they go down the backstretch. We go back to the lead of Tim Shelton and Brett Atkins, first and second. As they work their way through turn number one, Tim Shelton out front, Brett Atkins in second. Tim Shelton has opened it up now by about a 3-car length advantage over Brett Atkins down the back straightaway and into turn number three. Coming through for Tim Shelton. Now cleared by 2-car lengths of Brett Atkins as Brett Atkins is reeling in Tim Shelton as they go off into one. Atkins on the inside, Shelton on the outside. Down off of turn number 2, they go down the back straightaway. Coming up on lap traffic through turn number 3 and 4, moves out of the way, and we'll let the leaders on by as Tim Shelton continues to lead us here. And oh, trouble for the leader! The leader, Tim Shelton, goes up in a puff of smoke in turn number 1 and 2, and it looks like going to come to a stop, and that will bring out the caution flag. Tough break for the leader, Tim Shelton. Came up in a puff of smoke on the front straightaway. He was leading going into 1, and the next thing you know, you look up and you just see the big old puff of smoke, but Brett Atkins sitting there in second will now move to the lead. Steve Causey sitting in second. Matt Meads is third. Again, we want to thank Pixel Hunter Productions for all of these amazing camera work that they are providing us here tonight with all these great camera angles, this fantastic drone footage that we are currently seeing on the screen right now. Again, if you want to watch all of this over again tomorrow, you can go to vmsvideo.com, where you can go and watch everything over again tomorrow. From the whole season that we've done, you can go to vmsvideo.com, and that is thanks to our amazing friends and the amazing team at Pixel Hunters Production, who do such a fantastic job on providing us with amazing camera angles here tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. So a big thank you to them for all their hard work tonight. Currently working the caution from the 55 of Tim Shelton, who blew up on the front straightaway. And a tough break, too, for the 55 of Tim Shelton, because he was tied for second in points coming into tonight with Steve Causey. Him and Steve Causey were both 6 points out of the points lead tonight. But after that unfortunate mishap for Shelton, that's going to put him back just a little bit more now in the point standings. And Tim Shelton currently also has 3 wins on the year as well this season. But there you see the leader, Brett Atkins, out front with the white and green number 9 of Steve Causey in second. You currently have the safety crew working up at the top of turn number 1 on the oil that came out of the back of the 55 machine. Is the reason for the caution. You're currently working 10 of 25 complete here tonight at the Truckin Thunder Sportsman. Currently under the Hoosier driver caution flag tonight here at Virginia Motor Speedway. We're going to get a 1 to go here this time by for the field. We're going to get 1 to go here to this time by, and that means we're going to get the green flag next time around this time by. We're going to let the field run through. We are actually going to go through one more time under caution. We're going to let the field go through the speedy dry We're going to let the field go through the kitty litter that was put down over there in turn number 1. So we're going to let the field go through the kitty litter one more time as they go into 1. And this time, we are going to go green this time around. Green flag in the air. We're back underway as Brett Atkins leads the field underneath the start-finish line into turn number 1. Steve Causey, Matt Meads, Adam Breeden. Adam Breeden is there. Breeden to the inside of Meads as they work their way off of 2. Meads is there on the back end of Causey as they work their way into 3. Blake Atkins out. Brett Atkins is out front, showing the way as Steve Causey second, Matt Meads is third. Brett Atkins has now opened it up by about 6 car lengths between him and Causey. Coming out of 4, Matt Meads is there with Causey second. Causey trying to keep Matt Meads at bay as they work their way off into 1. Oh, and around goes Matt Meads. Around goes Matt Meads as a full 360. We're going to see if he can get it refired, but it doesn't appear to, and that's going to bring out another Hoosier driver caution flag here this evening at Virginia Motor Speedway. Caution flag again for the number 23, Matt Meads, who spun in turn number 2. And brings out the Hoosier driver caution flag here this evening. Brett Atkins, currently the leader. He's also the points leader tonight. So Brett Atkins, who is leading the race, currently leading the point standings, and also has a total of 2 wins under his belt so far this year. We are 12 of 25 complete. And the Truckin Thunder Sportsman feature, 12 of 25 complete. And it looks like Matt Meads will pull the 23 down pit road as he comes to the attention of his crew on pit road. Green flag in here. Brett Atkins back in the gas. We're back to racing in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Adam Breeden on the inside of Steve Causey. Those two battle it out for the second spot. Causey edges out now by about 3 car lengths of Breeden. There's Tommy Upshaw sitting in the 4th spot. Brett Atkins leading the field through 4. We are now 13 of 25 complete, halfway through here in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman. Tommy Upshaw under fire from Blake Atkins. That is for the 5th spot. And back to the front, it's Brett Atkins showing the way. Steve Causey second, and Adam Breeden, your top 3 here in the Truckin Thunder Sportsman division tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. And we have been seeing a fantastic night of racing tonight across all of our divisions here at Virginia Motor Speedway. I've been putting on an amazing show for us here tonight as the blue number 16 of Brett Atkins comes through turn 4. To now 16 of 25 left here at the Truckin Thunder Sportsman. As Brett Atkins wheels the number 16 out of 4, he's got Steve Causey there in second, Adam Breeden third, Tommy Upshaw back and forth. As the amazing drone shot there through 1 and 2. Showing the field sliding through as Tommy Upshaw now to the inside of Breeden. Breeden there and Upshaw as they battle it out for the 3rd spot now, working their way through turn number 4. Upshaw on the inside, Adam Breeden on the outside. They're side by side as they battle it out for the 4th spot. As they battle for the 3rd spot. And that is a battle for 3rd between Adam Breeden and Tommy Upshaw coming off of 2. Tommy Upshaw there looking to the inside and will fall back in line now behind Adam Breeden as they go through 4. And Breeden and Upshaw currently battling out over there for the 3rd spot as they work their way through turn 4. I mean, through turn number 1. But the man in charge tonight is Brett Atkins. Currently in charge of here tonight, 20 of 25 complete, and has now opened it up by almost half of a corner. Now on Steve Causey now by about a straightaway between him and Causey now as he comes out of turn 4. Again, Brett Atkins is coming into this race tonight, your points leader. He had a 6-point differential between him, Tim Shelton, and Steve Causey. Steve Causey, currently sitting there in the 2nd spot, was coming into tonight's race tied with Tim Shelton for 2nd in points. Each of them were 6 points back behind Brett Atkins coming into tonight's event. As we are now 22 of 25 complete. Brett Atkins out of 4. 2 more times around for Brett Atkins as he goes on the bottom there through turn number 1 and 2. Out of 2 comes Brett Atkins now, down the back straightaway. Clear room ahead of Atkins, nothing in front of him except clear traffic. White flag is out one more time around for Brett Atkins here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Coming through turn number 2 for the final time. Down the backstretch goes Brett Atkins. He's going to come through turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4. Checker flag is waved. Brett Atkins, win number 3 on the season. Gets it done tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. Steve Causey 2nd, Adam Breeden 3rd. Tommy Upshaw 4th, and Blake Atkins round out your 5.
We're going to head down to Virginia's for Racing Lovers Victory Lane and talk to our winner. 2 wins in a row there for Mr. Atkins. Means next week he can't start any closer than 8th because of our 2-win rule. Again, I want to remind you, we're a small crew here. If you could help us out, but when you leave, take your cans, your garbage, and deposit it in one of the cans underneath the grandstand. It'd be greatly appreciated. The Speedway belongs to you guys as well, so if you could help us out, again, we would greatly appreciate it. The receptacles are at the bottom of the steps as you go underneath the grandstands. And we're getting ready to see the old donuts without the steering wheel. I know it. Here it comes. Give him a big hand. There you go. Let him hear it. Waiting for him to climb out. Here's your winner, Mr. Brett Atkins. I'm going to bring him around front here real quick. Tim was out front. He had a little bit of a sizable lead. And then you were closing in about lap 9. You were a car length back heading into turn 1. And that's when the motor let loose. But I'm pretty confident it was going to be an interesting finish.
Yeah, I had a terrible start of the race, and obviously I fell back pretty good, and I was trying to take my time and save my car and get past the cars and catch up to him. And I was catching him, and I was just learning every lap when I got to him, how I was going to get around him, because catching is one thing and passing is another. So me and Tim, we run hard, and I hate to see him blow up. Man, I tell you, I was almost into the side of him again in the same turn. God darn, that thing, the oil, I don't know how I saved it, but we lucked out. So I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Adrian Holland, Burkett Power Solutions, the clothing shop in Gloucester, Mary Kay, Atkins Farm Equipment, Cam's Race Engines, my grandma, my whole family. They do a whole lot for me. And my dad's doctor is supposed to be up there. It's his birthday, so happy birthday, Doc. And yeah, it's great. Thank the racetrack and all you fans.
By the way, win number 3 of the season, but second in a row. You know what that means.
Hey, that's all right. We started 4th, 8th. It don't matter.
Here's your winner, Brett Atkins. Hey, Colin, go ahead and get a lineup for the Joe Hudson's Collision Centers Limited Stocks.
Here's the starting lineup for the Joe Hudson's Collision Centers Limited Stock Car Division. On the inside of row number 8, we'll find the number 99 of Hilton Pickerel out of Prince Frederick, Maryland, who is outside the 85 of W.L. Johnson out of Gloucester, Virginia. Inside of row number 7 will be the number 59 of Jason Spielman, who is outside the number 14 of Christopher Bryan. Inside of row 6, the 14B of Brandon Buller out of Gloucester, Virginia, who is outside the 39 of Cole Johnson out of Gloucester, Virginia. Inside of row 5, the number 25 of John Hankins Jr. out of Jamaica, Virginia, who is outside the 53 of Gregory Morgan out of Mechanicsville, Maryland. Row 4 on the inside will be the 6 of Zach Elliott, who is outside of Glen Allen, Virginia, who is outside number 7 of Johnny Brooks out of Aylett, Virginia. Row 3 on the inside, the 55 of Raymond Harper out of Gloucester, Virginia, who is outside the number 9 of Justin Pullen out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. Row 2 on the inside, the 01 of Trent Clemens out of North Prince George, Virginia, who is outside the 04 of Brian Maxey out of King George, Virginia. And on the front row for the Truckin Thunder Sportsman, the number 21 of Jacob Bowie out of Hanover, Virginia, who is outside the 41 of Corey Bradley out of Hopewell, Virginia. That is your starting lineup for the Joe Hudson's Collision Centers Limited Stock Car Division tonight here at Virginia Motor Speedway. They will be going 20 lap distance here tonight, 20 laps for the limited stocks here tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. Collision Point Limited Stocks tonight, by the way, the point standings for tonight. Johnny Brooks currently the points leader. He's got a 31-point cushion over Corey Bradley, who is second in points. He's going to be starting on the outside of the front row. Corey Bradley coming into tonight's second in points, followed by Trent Clemens is third, 48 points back. Trent Clemens is starting third tonight. He's coming in here third in points. Raymond Harper is coming in here fourth in the point standings, and rounding out the top 5, Jacob Bowie is fifth in points and is starting on the front row tonight. In the Joe Hudson's Collision Centers Limited Stock Car Division here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Jacob Bowie, Corey Bradley, Trent Clemens, Johnny Brooks, Raymond Harper. The top 5 as they come through 4. Green flag in the air. It's time to hit it and get it here in the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's limited stock car division here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Corey Bradley on the outside. Jacob Bowie slides back. He goes from second back. He goes from the lead to third, and it's getting swallowed up by Raymond Harper. Harper to the inside. Oh, trouble! Raymond Harper drove that one in there and pegged the left rear of Clemens going into 3 and 4. Caution flag is in the air for the first time tonight. Raymond Harper threw it into the corner and ended up tagging Trent Clemens through turn 4. Again, that brings out the first Who's Your Driver caution flag of the evening here at Virginia Motor Speedway. We're getting one to go this time by. We're going to get him going again the next time around. All of these amazing camera works, again, are coming from Pixel Hunter Productions. Are providing us with these amazing camera angles tonight, Pixel Hunter Productions. And you can go to vmsvideo.com to watch this racing action and all the other races from throughout the year on vms.com, on vmsvideo.com. Green flag in here. We're back underway in the limited stocks division as they work their way through turn number 1 and 2. Corey Bradley to the lead. Jacob Bowie goes from second now to third. Brian Maxey goes to the inside as they work their way through turn 3 and 4. Corey Bradley leads us out of turn 1. Leads us out of turn 4. Bradley leads lap 1 as they come across the start-finish line and ended at 1. Brian Maxey back in second. Just the number 9, Justin Pullen clears Jacob Bowie. Now Johnny Brooks to the inside. Justin Pullen goes to third. Johnny Brooks trying to get around and will go clear for fifth. And we got an issue, it looks like, here on the front stretch. One car was slow in front of the field, and that stacked everybody behind them up as they were all going 2 and 3 wide. Johnny Brooks will clear Maxey. Brooks goes to second. Johnny Brooks goes to second. Brian Maxey back there, and caution flag wave. We have caution on the speedway. Caution is out. Trent Clemens around, it looks like, in turn 4 to bring out another Who's Your Driver caution here this evening. Currently, again, 3 of 20 complete here in the limited stock division here at Virginia Motor Speedway. Corey Bradley, Johnny Brooks, Brian Maxey, Justin Pullen, Raymond Harper currently your top 5. Field, we're going to get 1 to go here this time. Corey Bradley brings the field down the backstretch. Over into 3 and 4. Green flag in the air. We're back underway in the limited stocks here at Virginia Motor Speedway as everybody fires off into 1. Corey Bradley is getting pressured by Johnny Brooks down off of turn number 2. They battle for the lead down the backstretch and into 3. Bradley on the outside, Brooks on the bottom. They remain wheel to wheel coming through turn number 4. Johnny Brooks on the inside, Corey Bradley on the outside. They battle again for the lead. Coming off of 2 now down the backstretch. 2 car lengths separate Brooks and Bradley. That is a battle for the lead. Johnny Brooks currently your new leader out of turn number 4. Brian Maxey back there in 3rd. With Justin Pullen sitting there in 4th. Raymond Harper your top 5. Brian Maxey there and Justin Pullen battling it out for the 4th spot. Johnny Brooks starting to pull away now from Corey Bradley. Behind them, we have Maxey, Pullen, and Harper are battling it out there for the 3rd spot, and that is a 3-car battle for 3rd as it goes through turn number 2. Brian Maxey on the currently by about 3 car lengths advantage over Pullen, and we got one up in the wall. Caution flag on the Speedway in turn number 1. Caution flag is out for the number. Caution flag is out for the number for the 39 machine of Cole Johnston around in turn number 1. Brings out another Hoosier driver caution flag here at Virginia Motor Speedway. The safety crew runs to the aid of Colt Johnson over in turn 1 and 2. We're currently checking on the driver, make sure they are okay. Johnny Brooks, Corey Bradley, Brian Maxey, Justin Pullen, and Raymond Harper, the top 5. Currently working under caution, lap 6 of 20 complete here this evening. Again, currently 6 of 20 complete. Currently working under the Hoosier driver caution flag as the safety crew attends to Cole Johnson over there in turn 1 and 2. Right now, that is currently what we are doing right now, so that is the reason for the caution flag. Get a safety crew over there in the turn up there at the top of turn number 1, attending to Cole Johnson. And it looks like he's going to get rolling. Again, all of these amazing pictures that we are seeing tonight brought to you by our Pixel Hunters Productions. Do a fantastic job with all of these camera angles that we are seeing here tonight, providing us with that fantastic drone footage. Again, Pixel Hunters Productions doing a fantastic job with the camera angles tonight. And you can go to vmsvideo.com and watch tonight's race as well as all the other races we've done this year. So you can go to vmsvideo.com and re-watch the races that we've done so far and this one. Johnny Brooks is back on the gas. We're back to racing at a 4 as they work their way into 1. Corey Bradley second, Brian Maxey, Raymond Harper there on the bottom of pulling. Raymond Harper trying to throw it in there again, but came up just a little short there on Justin Pullen. As Johnny Brooks leads us out of 4, Corey Bradley in second, Maxey third. Your top 3, Trent Clemens working to the inside of the 14 of Brandon Bowler as they battle for position. Johnny Brooks coming out of 4. Corey Bradley currently under fire from Brian Maxey. Bradley and Maxey battle for the second spot coming through turn number 2. Just 2 car lengths separate Maxey and Bradley. Johnny Brooks has about a 6 car length differential between him and Bradley. We got 1 car slow on the bottom there of turn number 4. And it looks like we will stay green. Again, Brian Maxey trying to get around Corey Bradley. That is for the second spot. Johnny Brooks leads us off into 1. It's Corey Bradley and Brian Maxey as they race for the second spot down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Just about 2 car lengths separate Maxey and Bradley. Brian Maxey's coming into this race tonight 15th in points tonight for Brian Maxey here at Virginia Motor Speedway tonight, where Corey Bradley is coming into this race tonight 2nd in points. So Corey Bradley maintaining 2nd right now tonight and currently 2nd in points. As the leader, Johnny Brooks goes down the backstretch and into turn number 3. Not only currently leading the race, but also your current point leader here in the Joe Hudson Collision Center's limited stock car division. Trent Clemens there trying to work around, and they split there, the slow car. Corey Bradley doing a great job keeping Brian Maxey behind him as they go off into 1. That is again a battle for the 2nd spot between Bradley and Maxey as they go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Johnny Brooks working his way through lap traffic, going down the front straightaway and into 1. Caution flag. Caution is on the speedway. We are trying to figure out where the caution flag is. Caution there. Caution is on the speedway for the 55 of Raymond Harper, who is around in turn number 4. That brings out the Hoosier driver caution flag again here this evening. We are now 15 of 20 complete, so we will have 5 laps to go when we go back racing. Raymond Harper was coming into tonight fourth in points. He was 57 points behind Johnny Brooks in the standings. So tough break there for Raymond Harper. He was coming again into tonight fourth in points. Currently, again, working under caution. Johnny Brooks is your leader. Corey Bradley is second. Brian Maxey is third. Justin Pullen fourth. Trent Clemens is fifth. Gregory Morgan is sixth. Zach Elliott seventh. Brandon Bowler is eighth. Christopher Ryan ninth. And Hilton Pickrell round out your top 10 in the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's limited stock car feature. Again, currently working 15 of 20 complete. And race fans, we want to say thank you so much for taking the time tonight out of your Saturday evening to spend it with us here at Virginia Motor Speedway. We hope that you are enjoying a fantastic night of racing. We hope you've enjoyed all the great racing action that you have seen here tonight in all of our divisions. Again, our next race is going to be on August 26th, where we will host Week 11 of the Dirt Series Championship Weekly Racing, featuring the Victory Lap Pro Late Model, Truckin Thunder Sportsman, Budweiser Modified, and the Joe Hudson's Collision Center's limited stock car divisions. Again, our next race will be August 26th. And then our next special event will be on October 7th, where we will run the 16th annual Run Amok Mud Bog over at the pit. Come on out and see the Premier Mega Truck Racing Series and head-to-head racing and a host of other divisions racing in the 200-foot mud pit over in turn number 2. For more information, go to www.thepitvms.com. Green flag in the air, we're back underway with 5 laps remaining here in the Joe Hudson's Collision Center stock car. And we got trouble in turn number 1. Caution is on the speedway for a 4-car pileup in turn number 1. We got 2 cars collected over in the middle of 1 and 2. And trying to see if we can get the field here refired once again. And it looks like the field will, at least one of the cars refires as they wait for the field to come around. They'll more than likely probably pick up at the tail end of the field. Currently does not appear the 55 of Raymond Harper can get that machine refired, so is going to get a little bit of help from the push vehicle. Currently working the Hoosier driver. Caution flag here at Virginia Motor Speedway. 15 of 20 complete. Johnny Brooks, Corey Bradley, Brian Maxey, Justin Pullen, and Trent Clemens, your top 5 so far this evening in this event. We're getting 1 to go here as the field crosses underneath the start finish line. We get the 1 to go. as the field slowly comes down the back straightaway. Green flag in the air. We're back underway in the limited stocks at Virginia Motor Speedway. Just 5 laps to go. As Johnny Brooks leads us off into 1. Brian Maxey is there on the back end of Corey Bradley. Here they come through turn number 2. Bradley's under fire from Maxey. They go down the back straightaway into 3. Here comes Trent Clemens now. Looking to the inside of Justin Pullen. That is for 4th. Working their way out of turn number 4. Trent Clemens trying to work his way past the 9 of Justin Pullen as they go into 1 and 2. Johnny Brooks showing the way down the back straightaway. Not only is he your leader, but he is also the point leader tonight. Corey Bradley there in the 2nd spot. Currently running 2nd in the race, is also coming into this event 2nd in points again tonight. So Corey Bradley currently sitting with 1 win under his belt this season, with 1 win on the year this season, and Johnny Brooks has a total of 4 wins this year, trying to make it 5 here tonight. So again, Johnny Brooks out front tonight, trying to get the win number 5 of the year. Brandon Bowler there completes the pass on the front straightaway as Johnny Brooks leads us down through the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. Brian Maxey, Justin Pullen, and Trent Clemens battle there for the 3rd spot. Brian Maxey under now pressure from Pullen. Pullen is there. So is Clemens as they battle there for the 3rd spot. Working their way off the 4 down in turn number 1. They go. $19 of 20 complete. Out of turn 4, Johnny Brooks will see the checker flag, and he will get it done tonight at Virginia Motor Speedway. Win number 5 of the year for Johnny Brooks at Virginia Motor Speedway. Corey Bradley coming home in 2nd, Brian Maxey 3rd, Justin Pullen 4th, Trent Clemens your top 5 here in the Joe Hudson's Collision Center Limited Stock Car Division.
We're going to head down. We're going to head one down to Victory Lane. Virginia is for racing lovers. Victory Lane one more time. Talk to Johnny Brooks, who has won his 5th race of the season and 3rd in a row. Again, if you would help us out by taking your trash with you and deposit it in the nearest receptacle underneath the grandstands, it would be greatly appreciated, folks. We have a small team here, and with a quick turnaround for next week, it helps us out. This is y'all's facility as well. I see a lot of folks taking the trash to the garbage can. I want to thank you for doing that. Really appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and as always, who'syourdriver.org wants to remind you that drunk driving does matter, and if you have been drinking, please hand your keys to someone that hasn't. And we hope that you had gotten yourself a designated driver on the way here before you came here. We return to racing next Saturday night, folks. Well, waiting for Johnny to get unbuckled. Here he comes. There's your winner, Johnny Brooks. Joe Hudson's Collision Centers Limited Stocks. This is getting to be a habit. He's in a good habit. Let's see, win number 5. 3 in a row now. which means you go back to 8th. But guess what? That didn't stop you. By lap 5, you had the lead here in this 20-lap race.
Yeah. I got a little lucky. There was a big wreck down there in 3 and 4. I about got collected in at the beginning. But yeah, we made the right adjustments on the car for this track tonight. The track was great, nice and smooth. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Well, I know you got some folks. You by now you got these things memorized, right?
You would think. I got to thank my mom and my family and my aunt and Pat and Tracy. They always come and watch me, and I don't remember to say anything about them. But my dad, my boy here, my wife, my kid at home, and Davis, he helps a lot with everything. But DKI Custom Homes, JDS Enterprises, CMF, Childress Metal Fabrication, DR Masonry, TL Electric, Mechanical Backhoe, WL Cutright Hauling and Excavating, Advanced Septic, Mark Parks has helped us out a lot too, and George Coleman with the racing engines.
Here's your winner, Mr. Johnny Brooks, Joe Hudson's Collision Centers Limited Stocks. Let me get one. Yeah, I'm getting hammered. Last race, Johnny Brooks actually broke the division track record, 22.006. A record that Raymond Harper had broken the week before. So in a span of 2 weeks, we got a new track record.